Solving system of linear inequalities. So when we're given linear inequalities, the first thing we want to do again is to solve for y. We need to graph both of these lines as a starting point. So I'm going to ignore my inequalities. I'm going to solve each of these equations for y by moving 3x to the other side. I'm now going to divide this everything by 2, and I want to leave this in fraction form because it helps me identify my slope to get my line. So this is going to become plus 3. So this is my first line. Okay, so what I want to do is sketch this line and do my sketch of my inequality. So my y-intercept is 3. My slope is negative 3 over 2, so I'm going to go down 3 and over 2. And line. So because this inequality has an equal sign to it, I am going to draw a solid line from here to here. All right, moving on. Oh, sorry, we need to shade this. So if you wanted to do a quick test point for this, go back to the original question and substitute in 0 into this. And 0 plus 0 will be less than 6. So this is a true statement. 0, 0 is here, so I'm going to shade everything on the same side as 0, 0. Now this is whenever this is in this form, because this says less than 6, I can to the left or lower than that line. If it says greater than, then I'm going to shade above that line. Okay? All right, so there's my first shading. I wanted to shade that in fairly lightly because I'm going to do a second equation now. So the second equation, again, I'm going to solve this equation for y. I'm going to move 3y to this side and 12 to the other. So I get a 4x minus 12 is greater than or equal to 3y. I'm going to divide both by 3. So I get 4/3 minus 4 equals y. And technically we don't need this inequality here right now. Okay, and here's my second line. So now I'm going to graph this line. So my y-intercept is negative 1, 2, 3, 4. My slope is 4/3, so I'm going to go up 4 and to the right 3. And I'm going to draw. Again, I'm going to draw a solid line because I want to include everything in that line as well. Okay, so now I'm going again to a test point. I'm going to again choose 0, 0, and I'm going to substitute this in. Okay, and I get 0 is greater than or equal to 12. So in this case, you would have to ask yourself, is this a true statement? And it is not. This is not. So because my point is above this line, because it's not true, I want to shade on the opposite side of that 0. So when we go to solve this, what is the solution to this system of linear inequalities? It's where your double shading is occurring. So everything, now I'm going to take my pencil and I'm going to darken everything in this area. And any point in this area, right, there's infinite, those will be the solutions to this system of inequalities.